Good day, everybody, wherever you are. As Africans, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Cousin Bankole, and I am the founder of Freedom and Development Movement here in South Africa. Recently, we came across a video that has been making around the old social media. It's a video of a drug bust that was carried out by some special forces in the South African security agencies, and it was done in Bloemfontein, it was done in Durban, and it was done in Cape Town. At the end of this investigation and drug bust, 77 people were arrested. And out of these 77 people that were arrested, it's so unfortunate that every one of them, according to the video, are Nigerians. We know this is very, very disturbing. This is something that an average South African will see, or a foreigner in South Africa, or a foreign national in South Africa will see and like point fingers at Nigerians and say, these Nigerians are a problem. And honestly speaking, the things that were done by these people are so terrible. They have different ways of luring people into prostitution. Sometimes they go as far as kidnapping a child. There was a young boy shown in that video, a 3-year-old boy, where the boy was kidnapped so that they can force the mother into prostitution. And sometimes what they do is they kidnap some young girls, inject them with drugs, and when they have successfully addicted them to drugs, then they start to use them as object of entertainment to their customers. Because according to this video, it's like when the people who buy the drugs, when they finish taking these drugs, they are always in the mood of having sex. So they use those girls to entertain them. And it's a very terrible thing. Anybody would be very frustrated. Anybody would say, oh my God, this is so terrible. I hate these people. But why we are doing this video is to make everyone understand that these people, even though there are 77 people, do not represent us as Nigerians. They do not in any way represent us. Here in South Africa, we have over 17,000 Nigerian students in South Africa. Now, out of 17,000 Nigerian students, are we going to rubbish the 17,000 people who are here schooling by the actions of those few 77 people who are into drug and child trafficking? Or we are going to say, some record shows that we have over 6,000 doctors, some record shows we have over 2,000, and some says we have over 1,000. But even if we have over 1,000 doctors who are Nigerians in this country, are we going to say these 77 people doing drugs and child trafficking are also representatives of the doctors? Or are we going to say our 15 registered legal firms, Nigerians in this country have 15 registered legal, including an advocate? So are we going to represent all these people by the actions of those who are into drugs and child trafficking? Or you go to place like Pretoria West, where you find the Nigeria auto mechanics, auto panabitas, auto electricals, auto painters. You go to town where you see a lot of them in restaurant businesses, in beauty businesses, in fashion businesses. Some of them, some Nigerians are in this country, they are into real estate, investing heavily, building houses and reselling them. Some have got a lot of houses in town that they are using for rent. So how do we now justify our action or our say if we represent the whole of Nigeria by the 77 people, or even if they are more than that, the people who are doing drugs? So we are saying to everybody that in as much as this is a very disturbing and very frustrating video, we are saying to the South African people that the people you have arrested, those doing drugs and trafficking, child trafficking, are not representing Nigerians. They do not represent our face. Our own organization here, FDM, for example, we are sponsoring a free academy where people are able to acquire professional knowledge in the barbing industry. So there is no way you can represent us by these people who are doing drugs. We also do charity. There's a place in Ekangala. It's called Alfonso Orphanage Home. We go there quarterly. We give them, we donate heavily there. We even set up a library for them. So how do you represent people like us with those who are doing drugs? So we are using this opportunity to appeal to everyone to say the people that have been arrested are criminals. If they were Zimbabweans, if they were South Africans, if they were Malawians, if they were from any part of Africa or any part of the world, they would have done the same thing they do. Criminals have no place. You'll be surprised that when you go to the homes of these people to even meet their parents, no parent is going to say, I'm proudly a parent of a drug dealer, a child trafficker. They always deny them. They are denied in their society. They are denied in their religion. They are denied in their homes. They are denied in their country. So please, we are begging everybody, let us start to treat criminals as criminals. We beg people, they are Nigerian nationalities, we know, but we should not now use them as a cover page for the whole of Nigerians. I believe our Secretary General, Mr. Ifedalo Oshi, as well, we address some of the issues as well.
Thank you so much, my President. Good afternoon, good morning, everybody, Africans around the world. The recent event that my President has mentioned about some Nigerians that were busted for drugs and prostitution business that has been going on in other world is very disappointing. We are angry about it and want to appreciate the South African police and all people that came together to arrest them. We condemn it in its totality. And like he said, it does not represent us. One of the things I actually want to address, apart from what he said, is about the issue of stereotyping and generalizing. For us, these people are Nigerians, right? But like I said, we have more than 150 million Nigerians. In South Africa, record has it that we have close to 400,000 Nigerians. So 77 people, 100 people cannot represent the all of us. And the issue about saying that the Igbos are the ones messing up our image in South Africa, it's quite wrong. It's not so. We have good people everywhere in all tribes, and we also have bad people everywhere in all tribes. And I believe strongly that good people are more than the bad ones. You know, just for instance, now a recent event, there was a man, the owner of Airpeace, is one that was helpful to carry some Nigerians lift some Nigerians to Nigeria, and nobody knows his tribe. Nobody ever talked about his tribe. Maybe you will know it by its name. But we know everybody said this is a patriotic Nigerian. That's all we know. So we think that it's time that we desist from stereotyping based on the fact that this person, like even in South Africa, from people we heard that people say that Xhosa women are prostitutes, the Zulu women are, violent. That's not the case. Maybe perhaps we have individuals who exhibit some of this character, but it does not mean that it becomes a generalization for everybody. Now for Igbo people that we say that they are drug dealers, we have a lot of Igbo professors in South African universities. Some of them are in doctors and in law practice in this country who are doing great, and they are Igbo people. So generalizing and stereotyping based on tribe, I think it is wrong, and I think that's what we should address, even as countries. It's wrong to just say Nigeria because we have pockets of Nigeria who are doing evil things. Like my president said, there's so many of us who are also in great and noble profession who are adding values to the society where we are and even our country. So I think as Africans, we need to desist from generalizing and stereotyping ourselves based on the tribe that we're from. Because somebody from a family is bad, it does not mean every other person in that family is bad. Thanks so much.